Perfetto.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. WTCS round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Had to count that one up because we're doing the each race is a round structure now. So sorry, I'm just dealing with my team as well. My team, he's trying to get in right now. Let me make sure everything looks spectacular for this race. I should probably unlock this leaderboard. Probably move it over a little bit. I can. Yeah, right about there is probably. Sorry, I'm just doing all this setup work right now. Well, this has allowed Gavin Toothman to get in, so we're actually benefiting from this. Did Dexamo go? What? Is somebody gone? Don't say somebody's gone. Okay, nobody's gone. We got Daniel Castellano. All right. Let me get a cool picture of this grid while we have the time to do so. Wow. Wow, what an amazing looking grid, bro. Oh my god. Man, that is cool. Can I... This should be the camera angle we do that. Oh, okay, we restart again. I never moved up to the stage? Yeah, I did. Oh. Sorry guys, I forgot I didn't start the stage, so I clicked it, but it didn't do it. Look at how big this grid is, though. Let me teleport back to pits real quick. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the Afro grid. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We got somebody missing there. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 cars. I might have just called that off. Alright, here we go. The lights are going out. And WTCS is underway. I don't know why it switched to a different car. Let's get to Jos Everts. Here we go. At WTCS Snetterton round 6. Ryan Hawk is still trying to join this session, but that is no cause for concern right now. Jos Everts leading, Marquez right behind him. Mancinelli, Gavin Toothman for some reason got booted up all the ways to P1. That's very odd. There's a lot of battling going on already. Marquez being challenged by Mancinelli on this straight here. Brim Kunas up into P6. It's a three-way fight already. Ryan Hawk has joined. He's gonna unlap himself if there's a safety car. Good that Ryan Hawk has gone in here. Rim Kunas going through this corner now. Oh man. Man, oh man. It's getting hectic out there, that's for sure. No full course yellow. Yo, Kirkham! No, he's kept it. It looked like a spin for a moment, but only a moment. Ryan Hawk has joined the session now. All we had to do was wait another 2 minutes, bro. Anyways, Marquez now challenging Mancinelli. Rim Kunas now behind him as well. There's a yellow back here. A little bit of an incident going on in the back. Seems like it's cleared up though. Smith is on the back of Eduardo Pigeon. Here we go down into turn 1. It's around the outside. Oh man, there was a car stopped there. And Smith has to go off. Who was stopped on the middle of nowhere, really? Was it Alex Kwanzaa? I'm not exactly sure. We're pivoting this camera around vigorously and we can't find out. Jos Everts now. I'm gonna turn off cam tool. I forgot to do that. Because I'm gonna be so honest. I love the cam tool for a cinematic lap, but I need to be able to see what's going on behind the drivers that I'm watching. And it's all low FOV shots, so I can't really. Everybody's moving so fast. Castellana, P7. There's a constant yellow flag I'm seeing as number 22, Saif Abdel Baki, got spun around. It's going to be green flag racing, though. Ryan Hawk's still in the pit lane. I think he got disconnected. Rest in peace. Jos Everts keeps going. So coming around that corner now. He's lost a little bit of time. Only just. He's catching up to a lapper already. Is that Gavin Toothman's car? It might be. Not exactly sure. Yes, it is Gavin Toothman's car. Vegas Sport driver he is, but now at the Honda team. There was a little bit of talk on the Afro interviews about that. Maybe that's something to do with it. Toothman is definitely not doing good, though. Maybe a good thing Vegas Sport dropped him. Who knows? Blue flags for Gavin Toothman. Getting lapped on lap 3 is definitely something. Very odd for Gavin Toothman to be getting lapped this early. Seems he has a lot of damage, though. There's a battle up here. Marquez and Rim Kunas. This is the battle for P3. Marquez must have lost his position at some point to Rim Kunas. Fastest lap for Alex Mancinelli. Coming to the line. Marquez hasn't really gained much. Let's get on board with Marquez. Coming through these corners here. We still got the sun up just a little bit where we don't technically need our high beams. Wow, Rim Kunas going very deep into that corner. That's going to allow for Marquez to get a stellar exit now. Onto the straight there, side by side. They are door banging. Let's see how this ends up under the Mobile 1 bridge. Here we go. Rim Kunas is going to keep it, but he's gone deep before. We saw this in the battle with Jay Kirkham last time. He doesn't keep the position, and Marquez seems to be through, and he is. Marquez has gotten the position now. Rim Kunas backing off a little bit as maybe he's getting challenged by Burtoni even. And now Bavona is brought into this battle as well. He's in the question for this. Charlie Jemson's now fighting Daniel Castellana as well. Oh, wow. It's gone 3 wide here. Rim Kunas losing a lot of time there in that final little bit. Burtoni now almost ahead of Rim Kunas. Fully ahead of Rim Kunas. But Rim Kunas isn't going to allow that to happen. He's down the inside into turn 1. There's a little bit too close potentially, but no, they didn't door bang. So it was actually good, clean racing. I wasn't expecting that. I thought Rim Kunas would have hit the door there with the momentum he was carrying. It looked like it, but no, he kept that car stable and he kept it out of Burtoni. So props to the car control of Rim Kunas. Will he be gunning for a move here? The inside is the better line. We know that for a fact. On board with Rim Kunas. It seems he has made the move for now. Has he gotten the better exit? Will Burtoni be under pressure by Bavona? It sure does seem like it. On the high FOV camera so we can see that Mitsubishi Charisma. The sun is making his cockpit look orange as ever. Coming in to the turn 6 chicane. Over 1 curve, over 2. It's a very serrated curve at Snetterton. Coming across the line now, Bavona. He'll be looking for it. Marquez sets the fastest lap. He's 2 seconds behind Mancinelli. He's a little bit in a race of his own already. He's doing good so far. Very shocking how there hasn't been a full course yell yet. Very shocking indeed. My suggestion for those soft runners is to extend it and go to mediums. Because right now, it seems more than ever likely we aren't going to get that full course yellow. But as I say that, there's a car number 23. I can't switch to him, unfortunately. But it looks like he's getting lapped. It's probably Gavin Toothman. Daniel Castellana, he's nowhere. Marquez coming to the line now. Not good. Bavona still in the back of Burtoni, but he's got a little bit of work to do. Let's check in on Mancinelli. He's closed the gap to Jos Everts. He hasn't been setting the fastest laps. That would go to his teammate, but he has been more consistent than his teammate. Mancinelli getting a much better exit. Safe Abdelbaki. These blue flags early on in this race are really going to get in the way. Gavin Toothman's being lapped again as well. Here we go. Let's get on board with Mancinelli. Oh, God. Let's get a right camera here. There we go. Mancinelli's onboard cam. Toothman off the road again there. He's really struggling ever since he departed Vegas Sport, it seems. Maybe I could be completely wrong, but it seemed like that in the Afro interviews. Mancinelli now coming up onto Everts. He's going over the chicane here. Over that bump there. Very good by Mancinelli. He's going to get a much better exit out of here, it seems. If there is a better exit to be had. They're just neck and neck. It's 0.2 of a second between these two drivers. These very skilled drivers. These are the two only championship winners of WTCS. There's not more prestige that you can get than being a champion in WTCS. Mancinelli coming around that corner now. That's turn 3, I believe. Maybe turn 2. And we got a yellow flag, sector 1. There's a number 8 car off. It's Charlton Burtoni. Let's get back on with Mancinelli, though. He's going to be coming under the Mobile 1 bridge. He's not going to make that move. He's just going to back off a little bit. Everts maybe going deeper into the braking zone. We might see a switchback here, potentially, from Mancinelli. Or not a switchback, but just a better exit in general. Mancinelli seems to have not profited that much, though. He's around about the same place that he was a lap before. Mancinelli might be getting impatient already, or he might just be playing the long game here. Still got around about 20-something laps to go in this feature race, so it's a long haul to the end. But this position change could be crucial. Mancinelli might not want to be upheld by Everts. Marquez is definitely not gaining on them, though, so he might not be losing that much time after all. Mancinelli now coming around turn 1. Now we're coming in to turn 2 here. Everts is really just trying to open up that gap again. He gets really slow at the apex while Mancinelli keeps going. I think that's the real weakness in Jos Everts' lap compared to Mancinelli. He's just not able to give the same amount of exit speed through that corner. And we're going to see a potential move here. Mancinelli down the inside under the Mobile 1 bridge. There's not any contact yet, but there may be. We might see a switchback. No. Everts has hung it around, and he's kept it for now. Elliot Vega in P14 seemed like there was a yellow flag on the track for a second, but it seems to have cleared up. Elliot Vega, I think he's up a little bit on his position. Maybe he's down. I'm not entirely sure. Best of luck to Elliot Vega, P1, hopefully, by the end of this race. As Mancinelli has closed the gap considerably. 1/10 of a second between Mancinelli and Everts. Here we go now. Mancinelli might be able to make the move. Going around the outside really isn't the best way to do it, though. Maybe it's going to give him a little bit of a better exit that he can use here in his best corner compared to Everts. Gotten a little bit better exit speed, but it's not much compared to Everts. This time he's actually done well with his lap, but Mancinelli is going to be on that inside, and he's got a lot of time to make it side by side at the Mobile 1 bridge. Alex Mancinelli down the inside. Has Jos Everts conceded the position? He is not going to give it up that easy. Jos Everts not letting Mancinelli by just yet. He's still fighting for that lead. We might see a lead battle throughout this whole entire race with how it's going. Gavin Toothman getting lapped again. There's a yellow flag for P5, now P6. That's Bavona dropping out of the way. As we see Gavin Toothman once again getting lapped. That's 3 laps for Gavin Toothman. Oh, Mancinelli losing a little bit of traction over the curb there. That's going to hinder his exit. We're 0.5 of a second behind Jos Everts. Let's check in on Bavona. Let's see what's happened to him. He's gaining a little bit of time on Charlie Jempson now. And Castellana, he's in that Castellana-Jempson sandwich. Castellana wasn't able to really make up the pace that Jempson was. Let's get back with Everts now. 0.4 of a second into this turn. Make that 3 on the exit. Will we see a better exit for Mancinelli? No. Everts was actually clinical that time around. He only lost 1/10 of a second through the whole entire corner, if any. Now we're going to be coming under the Mobile 1 bridge. Last lap, they were side by side. Now Everts is just steamrolling ahead at this rate. If he can do 5/10 every lap, I'm sure he'll be happy. But it was mostly due to Mancinelli's failed turn 6 exit, where he just lost the rear end. Let's see if he can gain a little bit of time in the chicane where he almost spun it. Going to be coming into it now. It's a very just rough braking point. Over the curb there. Over the curb here. Oh, man. Got a lot too much curb there. And that's not going to play out well for Mancinelli. He's going to lose another 1/10 of a second to Jos Everts. Is Mancinelli fading? Is the big question that we have to ask ourselves. Number 19, setting yellow flag in sector 1 for a short period of time there. Number 18 also setting 1. I believe that's Cohen Grant. I don't know why he set a yellow flag. Looks pretty clean to me out there. Back with the Mancinelli battle though. This is the closest battle out on track for a while. Only really beaten out by Kirkham and Buio and maybe Pilch and Deximo. They're also close. But we're gonna keep on the battle for the lead because something can happen and we don't want to miss it. So Mancinelli, it's now 5/10 of a second still. Now make that 4/10. Mancinelli is probably sweating at the palms, just thinking about this opportunity to overtake Jos Everts. While Jos Everts is also probably sweating at the palms. I don't know why I keep on talking about sweaty palms, but I am. Mancinelli over the curb and almost spins it again. He is not having a good time over those curbs. That's going to be a whole entire second gap between them now. As who is that getting lapped? There's no chance that's Rimkunas. Who is this? I'd love to know. That is Toby Holloway, I believe. Yep. Very unfortunate to be down that much. Toby Holloway getting lapped by the leaders at this point. Let's tune into another battle now that it seems the battle for P1 has kind of gone away after those poor exits from Mancinelli. Burtoni on the back of Pilch, on the back of Deximo, we might be able to see something here. Buio on the back of Kirkham as well. That battle is behind Burtoni. Let's get on board with Burtoni, just see what's going on through his lens, through his eyes. The Mitsubishi drivers closing down on Deximo, as well as Pilch. They're both closing down on Chris Deximo. Deximo's like almost starting a train here where it's about a 6-second gap to Castellana, but he's also impeded by Gavin Toothman, who hopefully does not rejoin. Okay, he doesn't. Gavin Toothman, I think, is now 4 laps down or something like that. Burtoni is really challenging Permiso Pilch here. It's coming close. Mancinelli's dropping down the order after he pits. He's definitely flat spotted his tires or something to be pitting that early. Maybe a soft, hard strategy. I'm not sure. We see one person into the pit. Oh! Burtoni almost getting squeezed into the pits by Pilch. But he wasn't able to squeeze him in. The stewards will have a look at that squeeze. It looks to have given a massive gap to Pilch, as Burtoni had to avoid that incident. Bertoni's probably fuming in that car, missing out on all of that time. Pilch maybe wanted to pit and tried to dive in last second, or maybe he was just mad at him. Pilch definitely giving up some time here. He's getting flashed by Burtoni. Burtoni is not happy with what he just saw. Pilch probably will want to pit this lap to at least come back to the steward's room with some sort of excuse. Let's tune in with Marquez and Rimkunas. Rimkunas around the outside into the chicane, turns onto the inside line. Oh, it's not going to be a better exit. They're side by side onto the straight now. Rimkunas is going to want to hold on to as much slipstream as he can get. He's going to get side by side probably by the end of the straight. We'll see if he can do it. There's a little bit more power, but not enough. It's just going to be on the outside. It's not going to amount to much, I'd assume. No, he's kept it around the outside the whole length around. Rimkunas is definitely putting in the work here. Marquez now, oh, he's gone a little bit wide, Rimkunas. Marquez gaining a little bit of time on him on that inside line. Now coming up to turn 3, the mobile bridge. Rimkunas knows the inside line is better. He's pushed many people onto the outside line before, and he'll do it once again. The late breaker, Rimkunas. He makes the move on Arturo Marquez. Apologies. Permiso Pilch is in the pit lane. He just came out, so that will be his excuse to the stewards that he was trying to pit. But it's going to be quite the lame excuse when you consider that there was a car between him and the pit lane. And definitely can't be pushing a driver in there regardless. Pilch definitely not going to be having a good time explaining that one in the stewards. Marquez comes into the pit lane. He is not going to take his time to be wasted with rim Kunos. How else is the rest of the field doing? I see one Seat. That's Bastian. Anthony Smith. What has happened to Anthony Smith? Anthony Smith is out of the race. I don't know what happened to him. Gavin Toothman's even still in this race, even though he's probably 5 laps down at this point. He's getting flashed by Daniel Castellana to give up the position here, which he reluctantly does so. Nope, but Toothman's going deep into there. Oh, God. Bastian's still in this race. He's the only Seat left in this race. Charlie Jemison, the closest battle on track right now. Actually, no, I'm wrong. Mancinelli and Eduardo Pigeon going side by side here. Eduardo Pigeon, a newcomer to the WTCS grid. This is the second round he's attended now. Mancinelli is going to try to make easy work of him. Pigeon, though, he's not going to want to give it up that easy. We might see a switch back here if there's a better exit from Pigeon, which there is. Pigeon now on the inside. Mancinelli can't ignore him for now. Yes, he can, actually. I'm completely wrong on that. Mancinelli can't ignore him. And that's going to be that battle probably over with. Jos Everts is in the pit lane. Rim Kunos up into first. He inherits the race lead. If there's any sort of full course yellow, it's going to surely benefit Rim Kunos, who is quite clearly out in front with Bavona 5 seconds behind. There's an Opel driver behind him. Obviously, it must be a lapped car. Kirkham on the back of Eduardo Pigeon. This gap is getting close. Has Kirkham pit? Has Marquez pit? I'm not entirely sure. And sorry, I'm looking at the wrong cars here. It's Pigeon and Kirkham, not Marquez and Kirkham. Here we go. Onto the back straight here. We got our low FOV camera. Now Kirkham probably does know once or twice being shoved out to the outside line here. That's not the best to be doing, but Kirkham, with a lot of late braking, was able to outbrake Eduardo Pigeon, go around the outside, and make sure he stayed around. Kirkham giving a little bit of a flash for the blue flags of Saif Abdelbaki. Coming around now to turn 6. Has Pigeon gained any time? It's 0.3 of a second still. Rim Kunos and Bavona are into the pit lane now. We'll see how much time they lose in that pit lane. Seems like Everts is going to be coming around now to collect the net race lead. Rim Kunos still in the pit lane. He's just going to get out now. It seems he's lost a little bit of time compared to the rest of the field. I could remember a time where he was a little bit higher up. Maybe that's due to Kirkham and Pigeon not pitting. I'm not entirely sure. I've made a few too many assumptions, thinking that some people have pitted and they haven't. So I'm not gonna go LARPing on that for too long. Sorry, just answering your question there. Elliot Vega's up into P9. Can you believe it? Vega is charging into the points here. Castellana obviously has had a pit stop of some sorts, putting him into P10. He's gaining on Elliot Vega, but Elliot Vega doing quite well with himself. I mean, he's actually on the back of Bavona. How has this happened? How has this happened? Maybe Elliot Vega hasn't pit yet. Maybe that's what it is. I'd love to hope that it's not him not pitting, though. I'd love to see him already pitted and just flooring it out there. Yeah, no pace car whatsoever. Quite shocking, if I do say so myself. Oh God, Elliot Vega spun it. Of course, Elliot Vega will say. Of course, all of the time I could have been shown on the stream, it was when I spun, and now he comes into the pit lane. Shame. Very disappointing for Elliot Vega. Castellana obviously taking his pit stop at some point in 9th place, but I'm sure he'll inherit some more places once the pit order comes through. We got any close battles out on track right now. The intervals are quite big after the pit stops. Marquez absolutely abusing that curb and his car in the process. There doesn't seem to really be any battle out on track. Elliot Vega coming out now from the pit lane. I'm gonna try to see if I can do something. I know, crazy. But I'm gonna turn off automatic scroll. Because I hate it. And just wait. And nope, that's still on Ryan Hawk. Okay. I'm gonna take this out to the side here. We're gonna turn off automatic scroll when we see the number 16. Yeah, okay. Automatic scroll is off now, so we should be able to see everything. Anthony Smith's down 4 laps. I don't know why it still registers him as a car in contention. He is not in contention whatsoever. Wow. Gavin Toothman is just miles behind the rest of the pack. He hasn't really gained anything. He has so much damage that it's just shocking to see. Eduardo Pigeon's the closest battle out on track. He's still with Kirkham after all of that. Elliot Vega passing up a lot of people who are in the pit lane. He's up into 13th place. Still probably 1 or 2 more people that could pit. Elliot Vega could be on for a points-paying position here. That would be a great thing for the Vega Sport team. Eduardo Pigeon coming around now. Let's get on board with Pigeon. Not that camera. Not this camera. Sure, that's a fine camera. Yeah, it's gotten to the point now where we're at dusk. We can see the sun, but the sun isn't beaming its light rays too much on us. So we're just relying on our headlights at this point now. At some sections of this track, you can't even see it over the hill there. The sun has set essentially. Give it a few more minutes and we'll be in complete darkness. Coming around now, Eduardo Pigeon. Eduardo Pigeon, he's going to be wanting to give some fight to Jay Kirkham. So he's coming out of this corner. He's lost a little bit of time, if anything. Let's get on with maybe Boyo. He's right behind this battle as well. Boyo's giving a little bit of a flash to Kwanzaa. He might be mad. Oh, there's a full course yellow out on track. What has happened? Has anything happened? Why are we calling the full course yellow? I don't see anything. There is a stopped car. Oh my god! What is Pilch doing? I don't know, but he's coming to the pits after just whacking Safe Abdel Baki. No wonder why there was a full course yellow. I don't know what Pilch was thinking there. Pilch having another incident at the same part he did the last time. Yeah, we got that full course yellow. Damn. Maybe going medium soft would have been the strategy in this race. I wouldn't have expected that. So Elliot Vega, if he stayed out a little bit longer, he would have benefited big time. But unfortunately for him, he's not going to gain much. Castellanos up into P6, so let's go, Castellanos. We could even see a P5 here if he overtakes Stimson, which he did do before. He has a little bit of damage on that front end, though, so wouldn't make that too likely. Elliot Vega. Around these corners, he's not interested in pitting the teams. Everybody is caught up to one another now. I'm so curious what happened to Abdel Baki. Two spins into the pits. Dexon is coming on. Yeah, we're going to be lapping around here for quite a while to get the field caught up. Jos Everts going under 100 kilometers an hour, around about 80 miles an hour, which you might want to slow it down a little bit. Holloway's down in a whole entire minute to the person ahead of him. So now that I think about it, probably makes sense. Vegas sports are not tough with their headlights off. Jemison told to return to his place. I don't know what happened to Jemison, maybe. We're going to be waiting quite a while if we're waiting for those lap cars to reach the field. Because that would be waiting for Bastian to reach the field. He's barely a corner ahead after it all. Like we've let these cars lap or unlap themselves like the lap. Why is Dexon not driving the yellow car? He's just not racing. Also, why is Castellana in P6? Why did Jemison inherit that position? What happened to Jemison to cause that? I thought he would have just pit or something. Well, we're coming to this race being almost a third under caution. fighting doesn't seem that bad. Here's Runkinas. Seems like we might be green next lap. So we'll be starting on lap 28. That means we'll have 4 laps of racing to conclude us. Everybody can move everywhere in these couple of laps. Come now, 19 cars still in this race. Gavin Toothman gave up on the lapping himself. We can add him to the count of people who haven't caught the full course yellow pack. Elliot Vega now not as ashamed of himself. Elliot Vega's in P12 though. He's going to be wanting to push for the rest of this race, but we have to focus. As much as I want to see the battle for Elliot Vega, oh my god, somebody's in the gravel there. Okay, Jos Everts now controls the pace for the restart. He's going to coast all the ways. Probably the most optimal bit is just fucking send it in here. So just going to be on the brakes, real slow. Get up on that throttle, Jos Everts. I hope a little bit of a bump. Now he's on that throttle. We're green flag racing here for the last 4 laps at Snetterton. It's going to be a pure 4 laps of racing. Charlie Jemson and Castellana going at it already. Castellana around the outside, maybe. It's still side by side. Buyo, or sorry, that's Burtoni right behind them. Now Jemson, he's down the inside on Castellana. Castellana is pushing. Oh, Castellana got absolutely shoved off by Jemson there. A huge jerk into Castellana. Stewards will have to have a look into that. That was a little bit dirty by Jemson. Maybe it was a snap, but I don't know about that. Kirkham down the inside on the both of them. Castellana's missing out for now. No, Jemson! Oh, Jemson's across and Castellana's made up the move. This is an impeccable fight between the lot of them. Castellana's fight has turned into a brawl for this P5. Everybody wants to see that P5. Eduardo Pigeon's the closest to it right now. Oh gosh, there is a big slide for Kirkham there. He's going fully across this chicane. He's inherited so many positions, but he's going to have to yield and let everybody by. Eduardo Pigeon has gotten this position now. Jay Kirkham sliding across the whole entire chicane is going to have to let a lot more than that by. Why is Kirkham still ahead? Why is Kirkham fighting Daniel Castellana when he wasn't even close to him before? I don't know. Stewards are definitely going to have a look into Kirkham's driving here. Cutting across the whole entire chicane and then battling people he wasn't next to. I don't know why this is happening right now. Kirkham's now impeding Castellana heavily through this, so definitely a penalty coming Kirkham's way, I'd assume. Daniel Castellana down the inside. We're 3 wide at the Mobile 1 bridge. Castellana's going to keep that position now. It's going to be up to Castellana to fight Bona and then fight Pigeon. CJ seems to have gone all the ways down almost into last place after that collision that he encountered. Kirkham still fighting with Castellana even after what happened. Castellana now giving a bunch of flashes to Jay Kirkham as Castellana gets cast across there. No, Elliot Vega has been hit. Man, that's real unfortunate. Jay Kirkham, I mean, he got flashed a bunch by Daniel Castellana. And Jay Kirkham definitely is going to get a penalty after his cut of the chicane, but let's see if he can give a fight to Bavona at least. Actually, let's check up on the lead. The battle has gotten closer again. It's only 0.3 of a second between Mancinelli and Everts and Rimkunas to Mancinelli. We've got 2 laps left in it. I won't be too pissed about my my Castellana. Oh, what has happened to Castellana? Castellana's retiring from the session. Unfortunate there. Daniel Castellana says that he's thinking about retiring from the league because these people can't drive. I hope that's just a temporary feeling. Obviously, he's like my only driver right now. Mancinelli down the inside into the Mobile One's turn into the chicane now, though. Mancinelli, oh man, he's lost the rear end there. Rimkunas is brought into this battle with 1 or 2 laps left in it. Rimkunas is going to be fighting his way all the ways up to the front. He's gotten his way past Mancinelli. Mancinelli's gotten it back, though. Rimkunas losing out now. Damn. I thought Rimkunas was going to be able to do it there, just able to stick it ahead of Mancinelli and then give the fight to Everts. But all this fighting is giving Marquez a shot at the lead now. This is crazy, man.
Leader started final lap.
Well, Kirkham's still in a place where he shouldn't be. He's just kind of hovering behind Bavona. I mean, he gained so many positions just by cutting that chicane. We're on the final lap, though, so if we're going to see a move in this race, it's going to be in the final 3/4 of it. Jos Everts, Mancinelli, Rimkunas, they're all in on it. It's almost 3 wide, but Rimkunas decides to back out. Mancinelli might be sending a move. It's a late one. Rimkunas is going to go around the outside here. It's going to be a better exit for Rimkunas, but he's shoved off by Mancinelli. Oh my goodness gracious. Rimkunas been shoved up by Mancinelli. And now Mancinelli's off the track. Marquez is going to inherit a podium on Mancinelli. Will he yield it for his teammate? He knows the championship position is critical to him. He will give up the position to his teammate. Jos Everts coming across the line to finish P1. Rimkunas, if he could have just not been pushed off, maybe could have saw that P1 as well. Mancinelli going to finish on the podium as Marquez yielded for him. Bavona to come right behind. Kirkham definitely going to get a penalty. Eduardo Pigeon 4 seconds behind. Going to go across there. Elliot Vega is coming home to finish P9. Elliot Vega! Oh my goodness! He's done it! Oh my goodness, Elliot Vega! What a fucking race by Elliot Vega. Obviously by the top runners too, but Elliot Vega, congratulations. Maybe turn your headlights on as well. Man, what a race by Elliot Vega. Good shit by Elliot Vega. Jos Everts doing a little bit of a victory lap. What we could have had with Rimkunas and Everts if hadn't Mancinelli hit him at the final bit. The pressure got to Mancinelli, it seemed, on those final laps. the championship lead is dwindling down as Everts keeps on clawing away at it. This is Everts' third win now. He's almost, I think he has equaled now Mancinelli. Probably ahead in the championship if anything. So Mancinelli, he's not liking this. He's not liking this at all. Rimkunas just reliving what he could have had there if he hadn't been pushed off. I mean, he's right on the edge of Jos Everts. He's like, oh, Mancinelli. Man, what he could have had. What he could have had. As they come into the pit lane now, Rimkunas almost forgets where the pit lane is. And what a race. Let's see if we can get any interviews going. We got Toby Holloway in here. Would you like to speak on the matter, Toby Holloway? How was your race,
Of course.
man?
Bloody hell, it was really good actually. We got a P4 or P14, I think it was, when we crossed the line, which was not what I was expecting. Sincerely helped by Elliot Vega, Charlie Ebsen, and the Carnage up the front.
Yeah, indeed.
But I got some contact with a Mitsubishi. I can't remember the name of it. It was the one with the I can't remember. But
Probably
they
Bertoni.
retired. No, it wasn't Bertoni. He's too fast.
Oh, okay. Well, Bertoni did finish roughly around.
It was the other driver who was ahead,
Oh, okay.
or like behind. Sorry. I made contact with them. Anthony Smith tried to take me out back and shoot me. That didn't happen. Thankfully. Then the full course yellow came a few laps after I'd pitted, so obviously that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
And then we charged back, and we did. And I did a little bit of donuts at the end there, so that was a nice little one-off.
Yeah. Nice to see you racing out there, man. Can't wait to see you next weekend. Hopefully maybe points next weekend as well. You are looking like just on the edge of it right now.
But we'll see. We'll
yeah.
see, because I don't know if I'm even going to be on the wheel next weekend. So.
Oh man, I hope you are. But great to have you here at least this weekend. So
that's
thanks
nice
a lot,
to see you
Toby
as well,
Holloway.
mate.
Yep. Let's get Aujrim Kunas up here now. Auj, what happened in the final corner there? Or not final corner, but final few corners. What happened between you and Mancinelli there? It looked like he kind of almost gave you a shove off, and you could have almost had the win.
Yeah. I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really whatever. I don't think it was my fault, so I don't care. Yes, that was crazy.
Yeah, man. That last lap battle, man. Oh man, it was great to watch from the commentator box. It was getting feisty out there for sure.
Yeah, I think the
hard
hards gave me an advantage. I think the mediums maybe fell off a little bit. I'm not sure what else.
Yeah, the mediums I've heard were quite crap around here, just regular pace wise. It was just better to go with hards in general.
Yeah, I mean hards are just better for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, seemed like Michelin not really stepping up their game this weekend.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But,
for sure, man.
Yeah, congratulations on the P2. Unfortunate it couldn't have been a P1. We could have seen a battle if it wasn't for that between you and Everts into the final chicane. But I'm sure you will be happy with that P2 nonetheless. Best finish this season, right?
Wait.
Is it the best season?
I
best
think
finish this
no.
season?
No, it's equal. It's equal.
It's equal? Okay.
Yeah, best feature
Congratulations
finish,
to
I guess.
equaling it.
Alright, man.
Yeah.
Alright, man. You too.
Yep. Obviously, I finished P1 every single race. Aujrim Kunas out of the commentary booth now. Keyboard Merchant, let's get you up here, man. You'll have to remind me of your actual name.
1 second.
Keyboard Merchant. I think we've lost Keyboard Merchant. I'll give him a second, but we'll probably conclude the stream here. So, thank you guys for joining in. Oh, do we got you back, Keyboard Merchant?
Yes.
Okay, talk me through your race, man. How was it?
I blew up my motor. You know, yeah, Then I got hit by a Skoda. That's funny.
Damn. Which Skoda, do you remember? Was
Yeah,
it Pilch? Or was it Pigeon?
I don't know which one, but I think it wasn't Pigeon. It's the other guy.
Oh, yeah, that would have been Pilch.
Yeah, he just punted me and aimed into the fist.
Damn. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, I was this close to finishing the race, but
yeah.
it happens.
It happens. Hope to see maybe better result next weekend. Maybe not as unlucky
Maybe.
next weekend.
Yeah, maybe I'll crash before the last lap. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be great because then you can gain it all back when the full course yellow eventually happens. So yeah, great to have you up here, Keyboard Merchant. Thanks for tuning in with us today. Let's get Elliot Vega up here. P9 for Elliot Vega. Vega might be the best driver of all time.
No. Evan, I'm gonna send you these clips, bro. To pack racing, I might just be the GOAT, bro.
Yeah, I think you're just the best driver ever.
I got crashed lap 1. I was in the points paying positions and I got crashed. I was super sad. I was depressed. And then I see a pack in front of me. There's like 8 cars. They're racing for position. I just went from the back to the front in 2 corners and just dipped. Like, I'm telling you, I ran away from that pack so quick.
Bro, did you see
Alex
my
would
DMs,
know.
bro? I was like, bro, get top 9,
Yes,
get
bro.
top 9,
I was
bro.
doing
and you
donuts
did it.
right next to Jay Kirkham because props to Jay Kirkham. I always watch the Caribbean Motor Series races because my team's in there. And I just be rooting for Jay, bro. He was running in the podium places, and I was like, what's
No
that
props
doing,
to
you know,
Jay
in
Kirkham.
Texas,
I'm
bro?
going to stop you right there. He cut across that damn chicane, and he's going to get a penalty.
Jay Kirkham.
He's going to get a penalty.
No, I love Jay Kirkham, but at the end, I did end up having to cut across the chicane because I did make a mistake, and I tried to yield, but the cars behind me were upside down, backwards, sideways, and dead. So I might not get points. I might get points, but the end of the story is, like, I'm just happy that I saw myself doing the stuff I did today. Like, my race went from 100 to 0 to 100 to 0, stayed at 0 for 20 laps, went back up to 100, you know?
Man.
So I'm just happy that I had the opportunity to even fight.
Yeah. Anything else you'd want to announce? Maybe a Minecraft server?
Nah. But,
all right.
like, I mean, like, I lost a lot of, what do you call it, like, motivation after Donington, because I practiced for that junk for, like, a month, and then with the car change, everything kind of shut out. But, you know, for this race, I did, like, 150 laps in preparation, and I think that, like, if I can pull off a solid triple-digit number for Road Atlanta, and, you know, me having experience around that track and not being a rookie anymore, I think that points are in the cards.
Yeah, I think you could honestly easily pull off a last to first like I did last season at Road Atlanta. I think it's
but we don't have the team. We don't have the teamwork like we did last season with Antoine and you.
Bro, that was so peak last season, bro. I was just
bro,
telling
me
y'all
and Antoine
when it
boxing
started.
in Alex, bro.
Yeah. Y'all won't have
But like,
that.
maybe
you will.
I made good on it though.
Antoine's got his wheel
I have
now.
a clip of me in bio working together, and we were boxing in Alex. It was so funny. He got a better run than either of us, and I was like, you know what? Let me just box him in here. But I'd also like to, in case, you know, I'm taking up all the time for interviews, I'd also really quickly, and then I'm done, like to congratulate my teammate Cohen Grant. We've been developing him for a while. He made his first debut today. Not the fastest, but he was running in P8 for a good minute.
P13's not.
He was running in the points for a good minute, and he kept it, like, you know, he kept it semi-consistent, you know.
Yeah.
So.
P13 ain't bad at all.
Yeah.
That's a good.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Well, good to see you, Elliot Vega. We've been streaming for exactly an hour and 20 seconds now. Con Grant, do you want to come on up here? Give us your thoughts.
Hello.
I think he raised his hand.
It is good, man. It is good. How's it going?
Going great. It's going great. I'm actually really happy with my performance today. I mean, I was looking for points, but at the end of the day, I couldn't get them. I think I could have like prepped a little bit better. I could have spent more time practicing.
Yeah, for sure.
But I stayed consistent, and it paid off at the end.
Yeah, definitely. Consistency is over everything. I mean, you can win races in this league if you're at least like decent pace and consistent. And I think that a good result, like a top 5 finish, is coming your way if you keep consistent and get some good pace under your tires. But yeah, congratulations on your P13 debut finish there. So yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. That's going to conclude the WTCS 1995 Round 6 stream at Snetterton. Join us at Road Atlanta for Round 7 and Rounds 8 next weekend, where I'll be gooning to an American track. It's amazing, so you don't want to miss it. And Afro Car is in 1 hour, so search up Afro on YouTube, but search Afro Racing because you'll just see a bunch of dudes with afros otherwise. And just chillax with us on the next stream. So thanks for watching, and see you later. Goodbye, and